to the jQuery. To the jQuery. So jQuery is a JavaScript library. jQuery is a JavaScript library which is implemented jQuery is a JavaScript library. So using JavaScript, so the collection of JavaScript functions. Okay, functions written in single file. Okay, single .js file. So that is called JQuery library. Okay, collection of JavaScript functions written in single JavaScript file. So that is called JQuery library. So the purpose of jQuery is, so it is make it much easier to use JavaScript in web pages. Make it much easier to use JavaScript in web pages. Okay, so jQuery is a JavaScript library, and jQuery is used to make it much easier to use JavaScript on our websites. And jQuery is a jQuery is lightweight, lightweight, and write less and do more. Okay, the main purpose of jQuery is write less and do more. Write less and do more. So write less, do more, nothing but simple code and more functionality. Okay, so for example, to read the value from the text box using JavaScript. Okay, to read value from text box using JavaScript. Okay, so like below, where text box value is equal to document dot determined by ID. Okay, in the brackets use text box ID and dot value. So this is the statement in JavaScript to read the value from the text box in JavaScript. In jQuery, just write like use dollar symbol. So I will explain this dollar symbol. Here text name dot value. Okay, so this is the statement in jQuery to read the value from the text box. Okay, so this is write less and do more. So simple statement to read the value from text box, and this is statement to read the value from the text box in JavaScript. So that is called write less and do more. So in real-time applications, so there is a lot of functionality. So using JavaScript, using jQuery, so we can do the DOM manipulation using jQuery. We can run DOM manipulations. DOM manipulations. So jQuery simplifies HTML document traversing. jQuery simplifies HTML document traversing, and event handling, the animations. Okay, we can run animations using jQuery, and finally Ajax. Okay, so this is very important topic in jQuery. Okay, so using Ajax, we can interact with the database. Okay, with the database. Okay, to read the data from the database or to insert the data into the database. Okay, then we can export the services like web services and the double check services like that. Okay, so the main difference between JavaScript and jQuery. Difference between JavaScript and jQuery. JavaScript is a scripting language. JavaScript is scripting language, and that was designed for use within a web browser. Within web browser. Okay, within web browser. So JavaScript is used for interface interactions and slideshows and other interactive components are typically done by using JavaScript. And jQuery is simply specific library of JavaScript code. jQuery is simply specific library of JavaScript code. Okay, jQuery implemented using JavaScript functions. Okay, collection of functions written in JavaScript within a single file. So that is called jQuery library. So jQuery is most popular scripting language nowadays. To use jQuery in websites, use jQuery in websites. To use jQuery in websites, so we have to download jQuery library from jQuery.com website. Okay, to use jQuery in our websites, we have to download the library from jQuery.com website. So there are two versions of jQuery available. Two versions of jQuery is available. So one is production, second one is development. Okay, so there are two versions of jQuery available. So you can download any one for either production or development. So jQuery is a single JavaScript file and the reference with the HTML script tag. JQuery is single JavaScript file, and it is referenced by reference with HTML script tag. The script tag. So to download the jQuery library, there is a CDN file available. Okay, so we can download the jQuery library, or if we don't want to download the jQuery library, so directly you want to use, we can use CDN files. Okay, if we don't want to download jQuery library, okay, so we can use postal libraries. If we don't want to download jQuery library, we can use already hosted files. Already hosted jQuery files available. Okay, so that is called CDN files. Okay, that is called CDN files. So we have CDN files, nothing but Google CDN, Google CDN, and Microsoft CDN, and Microsoft CDN JS CDN. Okay, CDN. Okay, so there are these three websites are providing hosted files. Okay, jQuery hosted files. If you don't want to download the jQuery library, you can use CDN files from any one of these three websites. Okay, so maximum use CDN.js file or Google CDN file. So if you go to google.com website, jQuery website, jQuery.com, so there is the option download jQuery. So the version is 3.2.1. Okay, so there are number of versions available in previous, but latest version is 3.2.1. Okay, here you can download jQuery compressed, okay, compressed production jQuery file, and this uncompressed development jQuery file. So you can download any one of these two. Okay, either production or development. So download. Okay, download production jQuery library if you want to download. Okay, so jQuery 3.2.1.min.js file. Okay, so always download min.js files only. So this file is in download folder. Okay, so this is our project folder. Okay, jQuery. So go to downloads folder. Okay, so copy this file and go to your project folder and paste here. Okay, so now in your project folder jQuery library is available. Okay, jQuery 3.2.1.min.js file. So if you open this file, So all these are JQuery functions. Okay. So number of functions is there. All these functions are written in JavaScript only. Okay. So collection of JavaScript functions written in single file. So that is called JQuery library. So now add one HTML form, sample form. Okay, so this is your HTML sample form. So if you want to use jQuery in your HTML form, in the bottom of the body tag, use script tag and source attribute jQuery 3.1.min.js file. Okay, and type text JavaScript and close this tag. Okay, so in real-time applications, for every uh, CS files and CS files and JavaScript files is in different folders. Okay, JS files. Okay, for CS folders there is separate folder is there. Okay, JS files slash 3.2.1.min.js file. Okay, this file is in JS files folder. So like this we can use JavaScript download file in our application. Otherwise, if you don't want to download the library like this, directly you can call the CDN files. Okay, Google CDN, Microsoft CDN, 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 and JS deliver CDN. Then open Google CDN. Okay, so all versions of libraries available here. Okay, all versions of libraries available here. So directly you can copy this library. Okay, script tag. You can copy this script tag, put this in comment, and paste here. Okay, so directly you will get the jQuery library. Okay, this URL contains jQuery library. Okay, total jQuery code. This code directly will work in our web form. Okay, if you use the hosted file. Okay, Google provides hosted file. Okay, latest version of hosted file. So directly we can use this. Otherwise, we can download. So CDN means content delivery network. Content delivery network. CDN. So next one is jQuery. The folder is in your real-time applications. Okay, HTML files in separate folder. Okay, CSS files in separate folder, and JS files in separate folder. Okay, so that I have created the folder. Okay, in real-time applications, for every type files, use folder for CSS files and JS files and HTML files. Okay, for CSS files, use separate folder CSS and paste our CSS files in this folder only. Okay, so that all CSS files in one folder. All JS files is in JS folder. So next one is jQuery syntax. jQuery syntax. So JQuery syntax is uh, so here I have written simple statement, right? Okay. So this is simple statement. So this is the syntax. So dollar defines jQuery. So first one, dollar $sign defines jQuery and bracket and this txt name. Okay, this is to find the HTML element in the HTML form. To find HTML element in web form. Okay, and the next one is action. So action nothing but a method. Okay, jQuery action to be performed on the element. Actually, this is selector and this is action. Okay, so this is action nothing but a method. Okay, so this method to be performed on the selector. The selector means HTML element. Action method is to be performed on the HTML element. Okay, so in this example, to read to find out the text box in HTML document. Okay, we are using this statement. Okay, document get element by id txt name dot value. So document means HTML document. Okay, HTML form and get element by id. So we are finding the text box. Okay, we are finding the text box with this id. Okay, so with this id. So this method find the text box in a find the text box in HTML document with this id and read the value from this text box. Okay, so this is the uses of this statement and this statement also same. So dollar sign defines jQuery and this is the selector. This is equal to document or get element by id. Okay, this part. So hash we have to use for id selector. Okay, in CSS already you know in CSS id selector, class selector and element selector. Okay, based on that concept. So here we use hash to find out the text box in HTML document by using text box ID. Okay, and dot val method to read the value from text box. Okay, this part is finding the HTML element in the HTML document. So this is the syntax. So for example, uh, to hide the paragraph. Okay, if you want to hide the paragraph, so directly you can use p dot hide method. Okay, so this statement will hide the paragraph. Okay, in jQuery. In JavaScript, document dot get element by id. Okay, paragraph dot style dot display equal to None. So we have to write like this in JavaScript. Okay. So observe here. The statement is simple in jQuery. Okay. The statement is large statement in JavaScript. Okay. So we have to write as P1. Okay. So we have to write this statement to hide the paragraph in JavaScript. So this is in jQuery. So that is called write less and do more in jQuery. Okay, so this is ID selector. Okay, for example, if we have paragraph in HTML document like this is simple paragraph and with ID equal to P1. Okay, so this is paragraph in HTML document and this is the statement to hide that paragraph. Okay, so find out the paragraph with ID P1. So if you give the paragraph ID like this, okay, so no, there is no statement is worked. Okay, the paragraph is not hidden. Okay, so we have selectors like jQuery selectors. So jQuery selectors. So first one is element selector, and second one is ID selector, and third one is class selector. Okay, so these are the most important selectors in jQuery. Okay, so this is also the selectors are used in CSS also. The same selectors, element selector, class selector, and ID selector. Okay, same CSS also same element selector, class selector, and ID selector. In jQuery, same selectors, element selector, ID selector, and class selector. So selectors allow you to select and manipulate HTML elements. Okay, selectors are used to find out the HTML elements. Okay, to select the HTML elements in the HTML document. So selectors are used to find HTML elements based on their ID or class or element name. Use it to find HTML elements based on their ID, class, and element. Okay, element name. The selectors are used to find HTML elements based on their ID, class, and element name. And attributes and attribute values also. Okay, and much more. So number of selectors is there. So first one is element selector. The element selector. Element selector selects elements. Element selector selects elements based on their element name. Okay. So an example on element selector. So create HTML form. Element selector. So we can use this library. Okay, so we have one paragraph, okay, with this content. Okay, so this paragraph is displaying this content, and using element selector, right? So next, take one button also, value equal to click on me, click on me, and ID equal to btn hide. Okay, so when you click on this button, okay, you need to hide the paragraph. Okay, you want to hide this paragraph when you click on this button. So now you script tag, and here dollar symbol and document dot ready function. Okay, I will explain this what is ready function. So document dot ready function. So what is this? Okay, document dot ready function. So document ready function is prevent any jQuery code from running before the document is finished loading. Prevent jQuery code prevent jQuery code from running before the document finished loading. Okay, before the document is finished loading. Okay, so without prevent jQuery code, okay, so there will be a lot of errors. Okay, so that we need to prevent the jQuery code before running the before loading the form. Okay, before finishing the loading. So always we have to prevent JavaScript code before the body of your document. So if you don't want, if you are not using this statement, okay, directly write some statements, okay, in real-time applications. Okay, sometimes you will get a lot of errors. Okay, um, to reduce the errors, okay, so without running the code before finishing the loading, so we are using this function. So now use dollar symbol and btn hide dot click function. Okay, so this is the function. So this function is executed when you click on this button. Okay, so this statement, this function is attaching click event handler. Okay, attaching click event handler to this button. Okay, by using ID selector, we are finding the button using button ID. Okay, so that we use dash symbol and click event. This event handler attached to this button, okay, in execution of code. And next statement is paragraph dot hide method. So this hide method works like this statement, okay, in JavaScript. So this hide method works like this method, this statement, okay. So when you click on this button, this function is executed, and this is the element selector, okay. Using here directly p, okay. So p, so this statement is find the paragraphs in the HTML document, okay. No matter how many paragraphs is there in a HTML document, okay. So select all p elements in the body tag and hide the paragraphs. So run this example, okay. So now click on this button, okay. So paragraph is hidden. Okay, go to inspect element and you can see this paragraph here, okay. So the style is applied, style tag is applied, style equal to display none, property is applied, okay. So like this in JavaScript, right? Style dot display equal to none, okay. In jQuery hide method applies style display none property to this paragraph when you click on this button, okay. By using this hide method applies style property, display none property to this paragraph. So for example, if you have number of paragraphs, this is second paragraph, okay, and this is third paragraph, okay. So now run this example, okay. So we have three paragraphs, okay. So click on this button. So all paragraphs is hidden because we use it here element selector, okay. No matter how many paragraphs is there in the HTML document in the body section, okay, we are finding, okay, we are finding the paragraph with the element name only, okay, not ID and a class, okay. This will select all paragraphs in the body section, okay. If you want to apply uh, individual styles for every paragraph, okay. So now in that scenario you can use ID selector, okay. This selector select elements based on their specific specific ID of the element, specific ID of the element. So for example, so take another example, in HTML form, ID selector, okay. So now same copy this and paste in body section. So now you want to apply, okay, you want to hide the paragraph only third paragraph, okay. You want to hide the third paragraph only. So in that scenario you can use IDs for every paragraph equal to P1, ID equal to P2, ID equal to P3. Okay, now we want to hide P3 only P third paragraph only. So when you click on this button, so in that scenario, you can use hash symbol and P3. So this is the ID of the attribute and this is the hash symbol. Okay, to use ID selectors. Okay, for ID selectors, use hash symbol and followed by ID of the element. So now run this example. So only third paragraph is hidden. Okay, click on me. Okay, only third paragraph is hidden. Okay, hide method applies style equals display none property, case property to this only third paragraph. Okay, so this is the usage of ID selectors. And next, class selector. Selector select elements elements with a specific class with specific class. So now create an HTML document. Class selector. Same. Okay, copy this and paste here. So now write some CSS styles. For paragraph 1, background color, okay, background color and the text color is white color, height is 40 pixels. Okay, so like this, second paragraph and third paragraph. So background color is red color. So now these colors are is applied. For class selectors, use dot symbol. Okay, so this is class selector. Okay, so these are the CSS classes and apply to these three paragraphs. So based on class selector use dot symbol. Okay, so now based on class name, we are finding the paragraph. Okay, and run this example. So click on me. Okay, only third paragraph is hidden. So based on class selector, you can find the elements and apply this method on selector. Okay, so ID selector and class selector both are same, but class selector is faster than ID selector. Okay, in real-time applications also must use class selector only to apply CSS class or to write any JavaScript code or jQuery code. So use class selectors only. So class selectors are faster than ID selectors. Okay, this will improve your application performance. So these are the selectors, most commonly used selectors. So to select all elements in the body tag. So for example, to select all elements in body, okay, in body section. So to select all elements in body section, write simple statement like dollar symbol and the star dot hide method. Okay, to hide the all elements in the body section. Okay, all elements in the HTML document. So directly use star. Okay, this will select all elements in the HTML document, either text box or paragraph or div element or any element. Okay, all elements are selected and hide method will be hide elements. And the next selector is um, this. Okay, this selector. This selector selects the current HTML element only. Select current HTML element only. Okay, select current HTML element only. So for example, I have another paragraph. Okay, ID equal to P4, and this is my another example paragraph content. Okay, so write some CSS properties. P4. Okay, so P4. So now when you click on the button, okay, when you click on the mouse button in paragraph, okay, you want to hide that paragraph only. Okay, without click on any button. When you click on the paragraph, okay, when you click on the paragraph, you want to hide that paragraph only. So for this, dot P4. Okay, we are using class selector dot click function and dollar symbol this keyword dot hide. Okay, this keyword specifies current HTML element only. So when you click on this paragraph, okay, so this click event is okay attached to this paragraph, and this keyword specifies current HTML element. So when you click on this paragraph, this keyword specifies this current HTML element, and hide method applies CSS property, display none property to this paragraph. So class selector. So here paragraph 4. Okay, when you click on this paragraph, so paragraph is hidden. Just specifies the current HTML element only. So this is the fourth paragraph. So there is no paragraph in the document. So you can find the paragraph like p dot p3. Okay, p dot p3 means paragraph element with class name p3. Okay, this statement find out the paragraph in the HTML document. Okay, find out the paragraph in the HTML document with the class name P3. Okay, so that only that paragraph is applied this method. Okay, you can write like this also. Okay, when you click on this button, third paragraph is hidden. Select all paragraphs. Select all paragraphs with the class name P3. So